it's Drea here. So today I'm doing my favorites, and I guess this is technically July favorites. I always say that I don't really intend to do it like as a June favorites, July favorites, August favorites. I just want to bring you my favorites when I have a bunch. And after the last one I did, it was like all of a sudden I was finding all these things that became amazing favorites. So I have actually a bunch of stuff to talk about today. So let's just get into it. Let's not bury the lead. The favorite, like number one favorite is this palette. This palette is incredible. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance eyeshadow palette. I know you guys have seen this a lot if you're, you know, subscribe to anybody on YouTube. Well, that brush just fell out. Or on Instagram. This has been all over the place. This is a permanent palette, so you don't need to worry about running out today and getting it, and you won't be able to get your hands on it. But if you want to go get it right now, do it because it's worth it. But you don't have to. You can wait for a while. But I am so happy this is a permanent palette because it is absolute perfection. Now, I have been a fan of Anastasia shadows for a really long time. I've always talked about the World Traveler palette. That is one of my favorite palettes ever. And this formula is, you know, just as good, maybe even better. All of the mattes in here are so blendable. I can't even tell you guys. If you are a beginner or if you know someone who is a beginner, this would be an incredible palette to give them because it is so easy to use. Every time I've used this, I feel like my eyeshadow work time has been cut in half because it just doesn't require so much blending as other palettes do. It's so easy to work with. I cannot sing the praises of this palette enough. Everything is so pigmented. You don't have to like build up color. You get a lot of color, but at the same time they blend so well together. The metallics are so pretty, like really pretty lid shades, and this makes for like such a beautiful palette going into the fall. But again, it's so everyday as well. Like I just did a tutorial using these, and literally I used 4 shadows to get a really incredible look, and it was so easy to do. I'll link that if you guys are interested, but look, that is like one swipe. Look how pigmented those are. So I am just over the moon about this. I want to sing its praises forever. This is the palette of the year, mark my words. Everybody is going to keep talking about it. It is incredible. Okay, I just did a haul recently where I hauled this Real Techniques brush set. Now, this set comes with a contour brush. This is called the Pointed Foundation brush. There's a little accent type brush and a face foundation brush. Those other 2 brushes are good too, but I love these brushes. Now, in my haul, I looked at this and I was like, what am I going to use that for? That is like the most useless brush ever. This has now become my absolute favorite eye primer brush ever. It is exactly the perfect size to apply my Painterly paint pot with. You could see I've obviously been using it. It's quite dirty, needs to be cleaned, but it is absolutely a perfect size for doing that, and it just applies it so easily, so well. I am in love with this. I'm so happy I found a use for it. And then this brush is incredible. So this is the contour brush. As far as I know, this only comes in that one set, but that set is 20 bucks. You get 4 brushes. It's worth it. It really is, even if you just want this one brush. This brush is so good for applying contour. It is exactly the right size. It's very soft and it blends it so well. So I really am in love with this brush as well. They knocked it out of the park with these brushes. Since we're talking about brushes, let me just talk about these other 2 brushes which have become total favorites. You guys, this brush is incredible. If you have trouble blending out eyeshadows, this is gonna be your new lifesaver. This is the Sephora Pro Featherweight Crease Brush. It's super soft. I think it's synthetic, I'm pretty sure it is. I have used this every single time I've put on makeup this month to blend out my crease, and it just blends like a dream. It just, even like I said, those Anastasia shadows are so amazing. They blend so well, but even using this with other shadows, because that might have just been how good those shadows were, but I tried this with other shadows and it does the same thing. It just blends so well. I don't know why this is so good. It's like it does all the work for you. You don't have to keep blending back and forth over and over and over, you know, do. You just, like, it's like it cuts the time in half. I'm really impressed with this brush. I almost want to go get another one, but I'm trying to hold myself back because I've just been like spot cleaning this every day. So good, so good. The other brush I want to talk about is the MAC 242. Now, I am not a MAC person. I'm not a MAC expert. A lot of people are. I don't really know all that much about MAC, which is why I was very late to the party buying this, but I just hauled this recently. So this is a like flat synthetic brush. This is so good for applying your lid shade if it is like a really creamy metallic shade. So sometimes I've found, like if I own a really beautiful metallic shadow and I do a finger swatch with it and it looks gorgeous on the swatch, but I can't get it to apply to my eyes. A lot of people say, well, apply it with your fingers. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. But I find that this MAC 242 like really gets those beautiful metallic shades to be as pigmented on your eye as they are in a finger swatch. I hope that makes sense. I've tried a couple times to say what I'm trying to say. I love it for like applying metallic eyeshadows. It does such a good job. So there you have that. I'm a little bit late to the party on that one. A lot of you probably already own that brush, but if you don't, you should consider going out and taking a look for it. Okay, so next thing, I actually wanted to put this in my last favorites and I had it in my box and somehow I forgot to talk about it. So I'm gonna talk about it now. This is the Stila Stale Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. So this is a felt tip. Now a lot of people prefer a brush tip. A lot of people prefer a felt tip. This is actually slightly flexible on the end. So you know, that makes it a little bit easier sometimes, that it's not super stiff, although some people like a really stiff end. Let that sit there. Okay, so anyway, moving on. This this is super black. It's nice and matte. It doesn't stay like really shiny like a lot of black eyeliners do. You know, sometimes you don't want that shiny black eyeliner look. You want a nice matte black. This is really good for that. It does stay all day, you guys. It really, really does. So if you're having an issue with eyeliner not lasting, try this one out. It's really good. I promise this is the last time I'll talk about this in a long time, but it is a favorite. I have to include it. I've already talked about this in my recent bronzer video. I did a tutorial with it. I'll link all those below if you're interested, but this blush, this NYX Ombre Blush in Soft Flush is the perfect summer blush. It's absolutely beautiful. It is like a burnt apricot shade. It's got kind of the lighter down there, more pigmented up here, so depending where you take your color from, you're gonna get a different look. If I put my finger here or if I put my finger up here, I'm gonna get a slightly different swatch. You can see that one's a little bit more orange. One's a little bit more pink and light, but it's this beautiful apricot shade. It blends out beautifully. I absolutely love this. It's really soft too, so it blends really well, but this color is so perfect for summer. I absolutely love this. Next time I order from NYX, I'm totally gonna buy more of these. Really good formula blush. I promise that's the last time I'll talk about this in a long time. I've talked about this so much, but that is really how much I love this. I have worn this blush so much this month. It's just absolutely gorgeous. This was in my last Bought It Forgot It. This is the Anastasia Brow Pomade. I'm in the shade Ash Brown. It's what I'm wearing on my eyebrows today. I have fallen in love with this brow pomade. I mean, I used to use the Brow Wiz. I've used other eyebrow pencils, and I mean, they're good. They're good products, but this to me has just changed my eyebrow game totally. Like, I feel like I get a nicer shape with this. I feel like it's easier for me to kind of control. I don't know, and it's so fast. That's the other thing. It really just has made putting on my eyebrows so much faster. I really appreciate that about this, and it lasts so long. I feel like now I have a whole bunch of these eyebrow pencils and I don't want to like let them dry out, but at the same time I don't want to use them. I only want to use this. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to figure something out, but I'm in love with this. I did a whole bronzer review video where last month all I wore all month was these 4 different drugstore bronzers so I could review them for you. But after that I did a haul with MAC, and this is the Sunbask, no, it's called Sunbask, that's the shade name. It's called Sheer Tone Shimmer Blush. It's actually a blush, but I don't know, because to me it's a bronzer. But anyway, I have been using this one all this month because as soon as I was like done with those drugstore ones, even though I love a few of them, I had bought this, and as soon as I put this on my face, it was like love, immediate love. I love this. So I'm wearing this bronzer today. It's just a beautiful shade. It's got this slight shimmer to it, but it's not too like glowy and shimmery. It's just the perfect amount, and I just love this shade. It is slightly orangey, but not in a bad way. Like, because my face is tan right now, it works. Like, you can see, I hope it's coming across, like it just blends in, but it just gives me that extra, you know, it's just a little bit extra to what my tan face already looked like. A little bit of dimension. I just really love this shade, and it blends so beautifully as well. Like, that seems to be the theme of my favorites right now. It's like these things just blend, everything blends so easily, right? The very last makeup product is this lipstick from MAC. It's Pure Vanity. I believe it's still available. This is from the Vibe Tribe line, which is limited edition. Obviously the packaging is really pretty. There's some controversy about the packaging. I'm not going to get into that right now. Whatever your views are on that, they can be your views. I bought this after I bought this before I even heard about any of that, so I'm gonna use it, obviously. So let's put that to aside for now. This shade, Pure Vanity, I don't think it's limited edition, but if it is still currently available. But this, the first time I put it on my lips, it was like the perfect nude. I really love these peachy shaded nudes. Does that make sense? Peachy shaded nudes? All right, let's go with it. These peach shades that are also nudes, they work perfectly on me. Obviously different nudes for different people, but this one works so well on me. It just gave me that beautiful, like, pouty, your lips but better nude lip, and I freaking love it. All right, a couple of non-makeup related favorites that I am loving. First of all, Big Brother. If you guys watch Big Brother, holla at your girl. Hit me up on Twitter. Let's talk about it, because I am a Big Brother addict. I watch Big Brother Canada in the winter. I watch Big Brother US in the summer. I listen to all the podcasts about it. I love breaking down the strategy. I love hearing about it. I don't watch live feeds because in Canada, I don't know, it's kind of difficult to get them, but I listen to people talk about the live feed, so I'm always like, I know the spoilers before the TV show comes out. I love Big Brother. I've loved it for years. It's like my summertime vice, let's just say that. It's like this thing that is not really that good for you, but it's still fun, it's really crazy, and it's just a lot of fun to be involved in the summertime. So I'm totally into Big Brother right now. Pauly is so good looking. Can I just say that? Until he cut his hair. I'm not happy that he cut his hair, but before he cut his hair, listen, I am a happily married woman and my husband is sexy AF, but that guy made my mouth water a little bit too, okay? All right, let's move on. Okay, next thing that it can't really be a favorite yet, but I just want to talk about how excited I am about it. You guys, the Olympics are around the corner. My whole entire life, I've been obsessed with the Olympics. My kids will tell you, when the Olympics are on, that is all that is on our TV in this house. I record it if it's in the wrong time zone. When it was in Russia, I would record like whatever was airing all night long. I would watch it the next day. Like, I will watch almost any sport at the Olympics. I'm into it totally. Go Canada. Like, I am like totally into the Olympics. I am so excited it's coming back. I can't wait. I think I like the Summer Olympics a little bit better than the winter. I think most people do. I love watching the gymnastics. I love the swimming. Like, what else? Like, oh, beach volleyball. That's like my favorite. I love watching beach volleyball, especially the women. Like, they are so powerful and they're really hot too. Like, you ever watch the women in beach volleyball? I don't know what it is with me today. I'm talking about all these hot people, but anyway, like, seriously, I love beach volleyball. I just love the Olympics in general. I'm so excited about it. So I hope you guys are gonna watch it as well. My next favorite is Patricia Briggs. I love this series. This series is about Mercy Thompson, who is a shape-shifting coyote who is married to a werewolf. Okay, I love urban fantasy, you guys. Like, my favorites series are the Charlene Harris, like the Sookie Stackhouse series, you know, everything that True Blood was based on. My absolute favorite urban fantasy series is the Jim Butcher, Harry Dresden series. Oh my gosh, I've reread that entire series at least 4 times over. I love those books. But this author and this series is like right up there with those two. I absolutely adore these books. She wrote a book that is like the only book that actually made me cry real tears. Like, I was sobbing. Anyway, I love this. I'm halfway through this. It's just as good as all the other ones. This is Fire Touched in the Mercy Thompson series. It's just like, you know why I love these books so much? Because it's not just, oh, she's a shapeshifter and he's a werewolf, let them get together. Like, there's so much depth in how she writes about the power within the werewolf pack, and also like how this outsider shapeshifter coyote is now integrated into it, and their love story, but also it's like so much action because they're always battling like werewolves, and no, they're not battling werewolves, they are werewolves. They're battling like fae and witches and vampires, and it's just written like so well. I highly recommend this entire series, but start from the beginning. I'll link maybe to Goodreads about this author and this series, but this is the most recent book, and I literally started reading this 2 days ago. That's how much I've read already, and I'm like, if I wasn't working and totally busy with work, I would have been done this yesterday. That's how good it is. But anyway, so that is another favorite, and my very last favorite, I wasn't even gonna mention it, but just because it happens to be sitting right here, iced coffee. Now this is a Tim Hortons, which is a Canadian brand. All of you Canadians, I don't even have to tell you that. But anyway, just iced coffee in general. I don't know, I was missing it my whole life. I didn't even really know it was a thing. I didn't really even understand what it was. It made no sense to me. Why would you put ice in coffee? That makes no sense. Oh, it does. It makes all the sense in the world, girl. This has been my new thing. Maybe that's why I'm so hyper right now. But anyway, this has been my new thing this summer, where it's just like you want an afternoon pick-me-up, but you don't want to have like hot coffee. Well, here is your perfect solution. So anyway, you guys, that's it. Let me calm down a little bit. I am getting way too worked up over all these favorites. I told you, I warned you in the beginning, these are absolute favorites right now. So, okay. That is it for now. If you are new here, I didn't welcome you in the beginning because I was so hyper, but anyway, welcome. Thank you for sticking around, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And that's it for today, you guys. So thank you so much for spending time with me. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful summer. I am personally. I hope you're having a great summer, and I hope you're having a great day wherever you are. And I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.